You know what it was? It's like Kendrick brought, like, look at the Tyler, the Creator, freestyle that he did, like I'm that guy, right? Yeah. We have to, Drake added something to the algorithm, to our frequency. He advanced us. Right. Future advances, and our Kendrick has now advanced the frequency. Right. So you have to, it's like when Twister came out, there was rappers that didn't learn.
So for years, hip-hop fans have marveled at the bold moves and unpredictable collaborations that shape the genre. Whether it's unlikely musical partnerships or explosive feuds, there's always another twist around the corner. This time, two of rap's biggest figures, Kanye West and Kendrick Lamar, find themselves at odds over a seemingly simple event, Playboi Carti's new album. From Kanye's sudden outburst to Carti's surprising choice of collaborator, rumors and debates are swirling across social media. The history between Kanye and Kendrick isn't a story of constant conflict. In fact, there's been mutual respect for each other's artistry in the past. But when Carti's record dropped, everything changed. Kanye took a direct shot at Kendrick, sparking a wave of speculation about wounded pride, jealousy, and shifting alliances. It's a moment that has fans re-examining old loyalties and questioning where these two legends stand in the grand scheme of hip-hop. Below is the inside story behind the tension, each section shedding new light on how one album could rock the relationship between two game-changing icons. Sit back and discover why Playboi Carti's latest release might just reshape hip-hop's future and expose a rivalry no one saw coming. It all began the moment Playboi Carti's new album dropped and took everyone by surprise. While many expected bold artistic choices from Carti, no one foresaw the sudden friction between two giants in the industry, Kanye West and Kendrick Lamar. Within hours of the album's release, rumors started circulating that Kanye publicly expressed his disdain for Kendrick's music, an unexpected twist considering the respect they once had for each other. Fans and onlookers alike have been buzzing about why Kanye would take aim at someone whose artistic impact is practically untouchable at this point. Was it pure jealousy? Was there a behind-the-scenes falling out we never heard about? Whatever the reason, the drama spilled out in real time, leaving everyone with more questions than answers. But the real shock came next, when people began piecing together the deeper story behind Kanye's heated response. Central to this rumored beef is Playboi Carti's latest album, which many are calling a huge pivot in his creative journey. Word on the street says Kendrick Lamar doesn't just appear on a few tracks, he also lent significant creative input. From contributing background vocals to delivering explosive verses, Kendrick's presence looms large over Carti's entire project. Not long ago, Kanye West was guiding Carti in a major way. He executive produced some of Carti's past work, offered legendary production insights, and even pulled him on stage for key performances. People assumed their bond was practically unbreakable. Yet the star of this new album isn't Kanye. It's Kendrick, whose name appears again and again in the track list. That shift might have stung Kanye in ways we can only imagine. Still, there's more to the story than just Carti picking a new collaborator. Kanye has always prided himself on breaking barriers and transforming the sound of hip-hop. For many years, he was the go-to figure when any rising star wanted to tap into game-changing creativity. He pioneered trends, mentored hot prospects, and kept a tight grip on the industry's pulse. Lately, though, his influence seems to be waning. Older fans still revere him for classic albums like Graduation or My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but younger generations are gravitating toward new voices. Kendrick Lamar's unstoppable climb, racking up Grammys, dominating major festival stages, being hailed as a once-in-a-generation lyricist, has challenged Kanye's long-held position. Some interpret Kanye's sudden outburst as a clear sign of envy, a public display of frustration that someone else is now carrying the torch he held for so long. But what exactly did Kanye say? And why did it strike such a chord with so many people in the hip-hop world? You might be surprised. Reports claim that Kanye, upon hearing Carti's album, unleashed his thoughts online. He allegedly dismissed Kendrick's contributions, calling them unnecessary and suggesting he never wanted to hear him on Carti's tracks in the first place. Such a dismissive statement from Kanye, who once praised Kendrick for his lyrical prowess, left fans scratching their heads. Many believe this bitterness runs deeper than music. Some speculate that Kanye feels overshadowed, not just by Kendrick's raw talent, but also by his ability to maintain mainstream appeal without sacrificing lyrical depth. Where Kanye's career trajectory has veered into controversial territory, Kendrick has navigated the spotlight with comparatively fewer missteps, earning widespread acclaim along the way. Yet, Kanye's harsh words weren't the only thing that turned heads. The reaction from TD and the Kendrick camp quickly followed. Shortly after Kanye's remarks circulated, figures close to Kendrick, like TD's own Punch, hinted that the entire situation was puzzling. Why? Punch seemed to wonder, would Kanye take issue with an artist who'd previously expressed admiration for him? Kendrick himself stayed quiet, fueling speculation about whether he might address Kanye in a future verse. Historically, Kendrick rarely ignores significant tension directed at him. He doesn't jump into every dispute, but when lines are crossed, he responds through his music, often with subtlety and precision. Observers are on high alert, waiting to see if a single bar or a clever line on a future project might fire back at Kanye's jabs. Still, the question lingers. Why did Playboy Carti's latest body of work trigger such a fierce reaction from Kanye in the first place? The backstory might reveal much more than we think. At one point, Kanye West was the guiding force behind Carti's evolving sound. He even helped cultivate the edgy, raw aesthetic fans adored on earlier records. But with this new album, Carti seems to have embraced Kendrick's influence to an unprecedented degree. Some insiders say Kendrick brought a fresh creative vision that blended seamlessly with Carti's avant-garde approach, resulting in a project that stands apart from anything Carti did before. In the midst of this transformation, Kanye's role appears drastically reduced. Rumors suggest that any contributions he did make were overshadowed by Kendrick's heavier involvement. For someone who once thrived on being the visionary behind major releases, this sidelining could be a jarring wake-up call. Kanye's reaction may be equal parts disappointment and resentment, emotions that boiled over in his abrupt criticisms of Kendrick. But what does all of this mean for the larger landscape of hip-hop? There's a bigger picture at play. Kendrick's discography has positioned him as a once-in-a-generation storyteller. His knack for merging social commentary with top-tier lyricism has earned him accolades few rappers ever see. Meanwhile, Kanye's public image has suffered under the weight of controversies, personal outbursts, and ever-present debates about his legacy. The shift in how the public perceives both artists is impossible to ignore. Simultaneously, we're witnessing younger talents like Carti, Travis Scott, and Tyler, the creator either distancing themselves from Kanye or collaborating with other major players. To Kanye, these changes might feel like betrayals, fueling his anger toward Kendrick. It's a clash that goes beyond bars and beats. It's about relevance, cultural influence, and the future of hip-hop. Seeing a once-revered icon take swipes at a respected contemporary signals a turning point. Some interpret it as Kanye's final stand against the new guard. Yet the biggest question of all remains: how, if at all, will Kendrick respond? That answer could redefine their futures. If Kendrick chooses to address Kanye directly, he may do so through razor-sharp lines that highlight his artistic growth and unwavering dedication to the craft. It wouldn't be the first time he's taken a subtle shot at a fellow rapper. On the other hand, he might remain silent, letting Kanye's words echo without a reply, further emphasizing Kanye's isolation. For Kanye, this situation marks another chapter in a long history of complicated relationships within the music industry. He once thrived on creativity and visionary production, but that spark seems harder to find lately. If he wants to reestablish himself, he might have to adapt, perhaps by engaging with the new wave of hip-hop instead of opposing it. The outcome of this tension could reshape not just these two artists' legacies, but the entire culture of collaboration in the genre. After all, if Carti's new album thrives on the partnership of two unlikely allies, Kendrick and Carti, then others might follow suit, leaving Kanye further behind. Or this drama might be just dramatic enough to spark a wild comeback from Ye, surprising everyone once more. In the end, the power struggle underscores an important truth. Hip-hop is ever-evolving. Kanye and Kendrick each represent different eras and styles, and it's unclear which vision will dominate moving forward. One thing is certain, though, fans can't look away, and the next move either side makes will keep us glued to our screens. So, who will ultimately come out on top? Kanye, seeking a return to his glory days, or Kendrick, who seems unstoppable right now? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. This rivalry just might change hip-hop in ways we never expected. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Stay tuned for what's next soon.